Are negative thoughts getting the best of you? If so, then all you need to do is actively change your attitude towards the negative thought, turning it into a positive one. In this episode, I'll tell you what I've done to replace negative thinking with positive thinking. Growing up, I was an unconfident, lonely kid who played games way too much and got picked on. I would always walk around the mall and go to the arcade because I had nothing better to do. I would get all sad whenever I saw couples holding hands, and always wish that it were me holding someone's hands. I used to feel like everyone thought I was a boring loser or something, as they turned to stare at me as I quietly passed by them. I often found myself sitting someplace alone, wondering if I was good enough to be recognized by anybody, whether if it were as a friend, or as a lover, or even as a family member at times. This became a cycle that always ended up bumming me out. And whenever I got bummed out about something, I went to play DDR in the arcade to get my mind off of life. I loved playing it when no one was looking because I was so freaking bad at it. But one day, I went to the arcade and played DDR, and this girl out of nowhere complimented me on how good I danced to a song that she liked. I looked at her with a straight blank face, thinking to myself at the same time like, whoa! This girl saw me suck at DDR, and she likes this song too? Nani? Apparently, she was an arcade regular just like me, and we talked about all the cool and fun songs that we both liked and shared in common. Before I knew it, I was just being myself and bonding with a complete stranger. A cute stranger, wink wonk. Eventually, we became really close friends because of that arcade. That's when I learned that I didn't have to hold someone's hand to be happy, and that I could never know what people are thinking when they pass by. I didn't even think that anyone would enjoy watching me play DDR. Heck, I didn't even know she was there. So whenever I came to the mall, I never had to sit around alone and ponder about life again, because it became exciting to come by to play and meet new people. It gave me hope that I could never be stuck in a thought process like that again. And I didn't realize it back then, but changing my perspective on negative thoughts helped me get closer to family and the people around me. It was that one simple thing that changed all of those negative thoughts during those times of loneliness. And that was a cute girl. My attitude. It was my attitude that changed my thoughts. What made those thoughts negative was my attitude towards them. By simply focusing on something, like a thought, it easily grows or magnifies into something more. A thought can be thought of as a seed. Depending on the kind of focus you give your thought, it can grow into something that bears fruit and benefits you, or into something that's bad for you. Putting your focus on either of those thoughts is just like giving it water. And that's how you actively change your negative thought into a positive one. You simply have to stop watering the negative thought seed and water the positive one instead. The great part is that it's never too late to change your focus onto something that benefits you. So when I started doing what I liked, I was able to meet someone new just by being myself. Shifting my focus onto something more positive changed my attitude towards a depressing routine. Although it happened to me by coincidence, this is something that can be actively done to change your negative thought process into a positive one. And the fact that you search for an answer to this question means that you're actively making an effort to change something. You know what that means? That means there's ordinary, and then there's you.